Hello, welcome back to the kitchen. And if you're new here, glad to have you. We're going to be making a traditional Persian khoresh. It's called khoresh qeymeh. You can do qeymeh with eggplants, you could do qeymeh with potatoes, and you could just do qeymeh with either of those things. It's a traditional stew that normally just sits on the stovetop for like 3 hours, but we're gonna speed up the process with a pressure cooker and an air fryer. Qeymeh is basically split peas and of course potatoes. We are gonna use 1 onion with our meat, which is lamb, and we're gonna fry another onion just for extra flavor. I will list all the ingredients on the screen. It's probably already up on the screen, but we'll use a little bit of salt, pepper, turmeric, cinnamon, and saffron. And we will use a tomato and just some oil. So let's get into it. All right. This is going to go over here for piasto. The onions and the meat and the spices in all at the same time, because as the meat is cooking, all the juices from the onion are going to be absorbed into the meat. That's going to make it tender, that's going to make it super flavorful, and same with the spices. It'll just really penetrate the meat. But you want to keep stirring it to avoid that stiff meat, firm meat, like, I don't know, like tough meat. Stirring it constantly in the beginning is what helps keep it nice and soft and juicy in the final product. You can just tell, like if you zoom in it, look at this meat, like look at how soft it is.
It's soft.
Yeah, it's very soft. Yeah, like look, it's so soft. If you let it cook without stirring it, it will really firm up and it'll become a really tough meat. So those are not for eating right now, Mama. Those are dry lemons. I gotta cook them. Okay, so this is getting there. Let me go check on my onions that are frying. Just under a cup. I think in ounces, it's about 6 ounces. And always with a pressure cooker, you want to add as little water as possible because it's not going anywhere. It's all going to stay in there. So you can tell that I did not cover the meat with water. It's just enough water to get it boiling and then get the pressure up and then cook these bad boys. And you see they're still super soft and tender.
French fries.
So we will,
Mom,
we're gonna make French fries. We just need to add,
Mom,
what?
Is Betty eat this stuff, this?
So you can,
Mommy, you ready to eat the cookie?
we already put that in there, yeah, you did, thank you. You can pierce your dried limes or lemons, but I'm just gonna toss them in there. Because after they're soft and cooked up, you can squish them and all the juices, all the sour yumminess will come out. We haven't added salt to this, and we haven't added our tomatoes. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of salt. You want to do that for me? Yeah. Okay. Woo. Pour it all. Thank you. Get another spoon. We're going to hit pressure cook, and we don't need it for that much time. We're just going to do like 45 minutes is plenty. I will speed that up, obviously. Start. I peeled the tomato and chopped it up, adding it to our meat. And we can just put on the lid now and let that cook. Move on to our split peas. We can steep our saffron a little bit, with just a little bit of hot water on it. And let that sit. Yes. Can you scoop some split pea for me?
Okay.
Thanks.
Just maybe.
Just one of these. You want to sit down? Okay. Thank you. Perfect. That should be plenty. Split peas in America, I will say, are a little bit tricky. Even I never know what I'm going to have. This is a new bag. And I'm not sure if it's slow cook or like quick cook. If you have slow cook, it's not going to taste good. It's raw. If you have slow cook, then obviously it's going to take longer to cook. It's less likely to become mush. If you have the quick cook, oh, wasn't a sneeze today, but it was a split pea right out of your mouth. It's going to boil right now. We're going to add about 3 cups of water to this. If it's quick cook, you may end up with mushy split peas on your hands. That's why I've just kind of stopped. Like, I avoid adding it with my meat because I don't know what I'm going to get. I just cook it separately. If it needs more time, it needs more time. If it doesn't, I drain the liquid. And, oh yeah, you want to add the salt? Thank you so very much. You can pour it all. Perfect. Okay, and then we will let this cook for 30 minutes. Onions are fried, so we pulled it off of the heat. I'm gonna put the potatoes in the air fryer. Air fry, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll start with 10 minutes. I usually find I do 10 minutes, it cooks up, and then I visually check it, and usually it needs 5 to 10 minutes more, so we'll check on it together. There you have it. Potato split pea lamb stew. خورش‌قیمه با سیب زمینی. Using a pressure cooker, an air fryer,